Well, Johnny, a really positive mood about the training ground this Monday morning.
Yeah, definitely, and winning helps with that, Rob, doesn't it? So on the back of a really good performance, strong win at home, everyone's buzzing. You know, you come in Monday morning after them results, raring to get out on the grass, and obviously we've got to get the boys together and travel up to Harrogate now. So everyone's in good spirits.
Yeah, a lot of miles to cover this week.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough week physically. Two tough games on the road, two decent teams, and obviously a lot of travelling. So I spoke about it after the game Saturday. I think it's going to be a week where we really need to. Everyone needs to muck in. We're going to have to utilise the squad, knowing that we've got two tough games, two games that we want to go and win, starting tomorrow. But yeah, everyone's going to need to play their part.
Well, of course, you've got a winning lineup, 4-1 on Saturday, but you've got some difficult conversations ahead.
Yeah, it's difficult. You know, everyone who played their part on Saturday done great. The lads who came on done great. The lads supporting those guys were brilliant in the way that, you know, it was a real group effort. So we've got to balance up now. You know, obviously the team's playing well. We've got a lot of players that are raring to go, chomping at the bit to get involved. We've seen that in training again today. You know, the ones that have done a little bit extra, they're raring to play a part. So I'm sure they will over the next this week. Like we say, it's going to be a week. This is why we build a squad to utilise it during these times.
Young Aaron Sassu as well. He's made it clear that he wants to hold down a place in the first team.
Yeah, of course he does. And like I said, he forced my hand a little bit. You know, the way that he was training, the way that he was performing when he came on, gave me that confidence to give him that start, and he earned it. And he done great. The person he replaced in Josh has done great. You know, Connor Evans, when he's come into the team, has done great. So, you know, a lot of food for thought, especially in those positions. You know, everyone's making a case. It's a tricky situation as a manager, but obviously this is what we want. You know, we want this competition replaces. I want to have those difficult decisions and those difficult conversations with whoever that may be. But yeah, it's a tough one at the minute because they all want to play, and they all deserve to, really.
You've got to talk about Ali again as well. I mean, his first hat-trick, and you just forget that he's still so young himself.
Yeah. I mean, you listen to his interviews, and he always speaks about the experienced players and be a youngster, and sometimes you do forget that. You know, he goes away with his country, and I think the way he carries himself, the way he speaks, the way he plays, you know, he belies his years, really. So. Yeah, but we forget he's a young lad. That's his first hat-trick. This is his first sort of full season, really, of league football. So I know he went out. He's had loans before, but you know, being in the league and being with a club that he feels really a part of now. So great for him to get those goals. Spoke a lot about it. You know, when would they come? Would they come? People kept asking me, kept saying the same thing. We knew they'd come. And sure enough, you know, they have in the last couple of games. We wanted to build on that now. I think he's capable of being right up there amongst the top scorers in the league.
Of course, a draw at Harrogate last season, but of course we've been really good on the road now in terms of this season. Do you sense a different mentality about this squad?
I just think we're capable of winning a football match, whether that's home, whether that's away. I think there's a real belief amongst this squad that going into a game that we're capable of winning it. That'll be the case on Tuesday night. We'll go there believing that we can win. It's a tough place to go. They've had two good results. They're a good team. I've watched them closely, and you know, they've got things that can hurt you. So we have to be on it. If we turn up there with a complacent attitude, you'll come unstuck. But don't see that amongst this group. They're really pushing each other. They believe in what we're doing. They feel like we can go on a run, but we know that just won't just happen. We have to have the right mindset. But you know, I really see that with this group.
And as you said, both sides buoyed by good wins over the weekend as well.
Exactly. We both go into it in good form. It should be a good game. I think the teams are set up to really sort of give each other a stern test. We have to have a defensive resolve about us, knowing that we're never going to dominate a game for 90 minutes. So there'll be moments where we have to dig in. You know, we have to be willing to suffer at times, but we know with what we've got in the team that we're going to have our moments too. And obviously we want to have that ruthless nature about us in both boxes and get back to clean sheets if we can, knowing that we're always going to create chances, and hopefully we take a few.
Have you got an update on Connor Evans?
Connor Evans is still, he's struggling a little bit with his hamstring. No different really to what I told you guys after the game Saturday. I don't think it's a terrible one. Just a little sort of niggly one that he picked up in that Walsall game. So upset him really, because you know of how well he done in that, and You know, he's all excited about his performance there. So it's been stop-start for Connor since he's come in, hasn't he? But yeah, he'll be back before too long, and then obviously it just gives me even more of a headache in those positions. But yeah, we welcome that.
Everybody else okay?
Yeah, good. Yeah, we're travelling up today with a real strong squad of lads raring to go. You know, we'll see how they are today. We'll pick a team in the morning, and we'll go up there giving it everything to get another win.
Brilliant. Best of luck, Johnny.
All right, cheers, Rob.